Well, I'm doing this stair job where I have to make a whole bunch of stair treads and stair stringers, including winder treads for a custom open riser staircase that's using this rough birch, or it was rough. So I had to take birch slabs from a sawmill that had been dried for about 5 years and, reduce them down to a workable stair tread. Now these are a little over 2 inches thick. They're 11 inches wide, 40 inches long. And I decided to purchase this Festool RO 150 sander. And I'm familiar with the Rotex sander because I have this Rotex 90 that I use for railing jobs. And I also have this simple Pro 5 LTD random orbital sander that I kind of use sort of the bulk of the time. Now, I have to say that this has turned out to be one of the better Festool purchases I've made. And I did consider a stationary sander with a belt drive. I know a friend of mine who's a cabinet maker has a Grizzly, and it'll take up to 12-inch stair treads or whatever material you're doing, and you run it through in one pass and you get a really nice finish. In an ideal world, that would be great. In fact, a real big drum sander would be even better. But I only have a limited budget and I have limited room. So this sander here is going to allow me to do my stair treads, but also do doors and tabletops, which you can't really do with a belt sander unless you go to town and have one that's, 36 inches wide, so or more. So I think this is the way to go for me. I can sand, get some really flat finishes, nice results, regardless of what project I'm doing, and then I can put it in a little sustainer, store it under the bench, and I'm good to go. Now you notice here the two different symbols on the top of the sander. This switches between the Rotex mode, which takes off more material with the larger dots, and this is the random orbital mode, which takes off less material and is more of a finishing sander. And this one is actually a little bit harder to hang on to the sander. And for this reason, I put this handle on. And this handle just detaches by screwing it out of the machine. You could use it either way. And then on and off switch here. All right, so I'm going to do a little demo on this stair tread. I've marked a couple of snipe marks on the end of this tread, as well as pencil mark along the length of the tread. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the sander over this on Rotex mode. Then I'm going to switch it over to the random orbital mode and go over it really quickly, and you'll see what a nice job this does. You can see in that short period of time that snipe is totally gone. Also gone are all those pencil marks. So this is the advantage of this sander. It is a beast for removing material without destroying your nice project. I would say that Rotex mode is really effective, but the weight of that sander actually helps with this process. All right, so now I'm going to take a few passes with the sander set on random orbital. All right, so I'm going to do a test with some 120 sandpaper on the Rotex mode on a rough sawn piece of birch. right, so there's 25 seconds on Rotex mode on rough sawn birch. You can see the difference here between the rough and the smooth. And if I was going to use this for a finished piece, of course I would just go over it with the random orbital, and it would be 100%. All right, so now I'm going to try some 80 grit on some really heavily gouged rough birch. You can see the bandsaw marks there from the sawmill. All right, so that was a short little bit of time. That chatter is gone off this board and it's ready for finished sanding. So there you go. Save some money on a thickness planer even with this heavy duty sander. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and it really helps the channel. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care.